My brother hated me growing up, man. But they painted me as the golden child because I was the one that just listened to everything they said and did as they said. Someone was talking to one of my uncles now, and this uncle was saying, oh, Tobi is so arrogant.
Hey!
Tobi is so this. And one thing, I said, oh, is it because he's driving a Mercedes?
What was this uncle driving? Because this Mercedes was really paining him.
That's one of those questions that is setting me up.
Tell me about that hurt that you experienced from your perspective.
This was when I truly started to resent Nigerian culture and everything.
My God.
Oh yeah, Tobi, I'm coming to take this flat back. I know you've invested 15 to 16 grand in it, yeah, but it's like, my name is still on the property, so I'm gonna take it off of you. So when I started bugging out at her, like, you're trying to rob me, basically.
As an elder, how are we supposed to follow and respect if you're doing the wrong things? What do you wish you did differently? Hi guys, welcome to an episode of Legacy and Labour. I'm your host, Agnes Yowande, and I am here today with a very well-esteemed guest. I mean, he's one of my faves. He's a chill guy. Help me give a round of applause and welcome to the stage. Although he's sitting here already, but welcome to the stage, Tobi. I call him Tobes, but come on, round of applause.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Tobi, thank you so much for joining me. I mean, you already know we're going to have a conversation, a very honest and open conversation. I, for one, want to leave this conversation knowing that there's a bit of healing taking place, that, you know, you've been able to speak your truth. You've had that opportunity to, I guess, just get everything off your chest and just really express yourself in a very safe space. So before we get into that, I have like a little icebreaker game that I want us to play. Like, you know, a little warm-up game. I've titled it Between Duty and Dreams. So this one is it's a bit of a this or that. So don't overthink it. I literally just want 5 seconds. Like, give me your answer. All right, cool.
Okay.
So number 1, speak your mind or keep the peace.
Speak your mind.
Okay. Number 2.
Even if it scatters everywhere. Sorry.
Even if it scatters the table, you're gonna speak your mind. Okay. All right, cool. Loyalty or boundaries? 5 seconds. Don't overthink it.
Loyalty.
Okay, cool. Move out early or stay and support the family?
I'm staying and supporting, so I would say stay and support.
Okay. Be misunderstood but free or accepted but repressed?
Misunderstood and free. It's not everyone that's got to understand, but they'll understand later.
Okay, and last one. Focus on yourself or fix the family?
Focus on yourself. Oh, that's selfish, but I think you got to do your own, man. You got to write your own story. So I say focus on yourself.
Okay, that's really interesting. I mean, I feel like throughout the episode or throughout our conversation, we'll probably get a bit more into why you chose those answers, or it'll probably be a bit more clearer why you chose those answers. But to start off with, my question to you is, if someone only knew you as the second son, because you are the second son, what would they completely miss about your story?
But you know what it is? I feel like that is how everybody sees me.
As the second son?
Yeah, as just, you know, I feel like a lot of middle children are kind of just, do I say like, overlooked. No one really pays a lot of attention to the middle child. The first child obviously is the first, so they get all the attention. Oh, this one, like, obviously, like, it's your firstborn child. And then the lastborn child are the children, like the babies, so they're obviously baby, they get it easy. But all the middleborn children are kind of like in a little bit of a limbo, should I say, where they don't have like I don't want to say they don't have the love of their parents and everything.
But they're overlooked is what you're saying.
Overlooked is the word that I would use.
But then I think in your case, I'm wondering if it would be a bit different, because although you are the second son, like you're the second born as well, you've kind of had to step into that role of being the firstborn and basically being the one with bearing the responsibility in your family. So that's why I'm asking, like, what is it that, you know, people completely miss about you, especially because you've now taken on that role?
It's difficult. I think being a firstborn is probably the most difficult thing out there. But a lot of things that people probably don't really pay mind to is that a lot of children that are second-borns but have to take the responsibility of the firstborn, I think is even harder, because the responsibility that the firstborn should have had is now on you. And if you're in my position...
What is your position? Explain your position and why, as the second-born, you've now had to take on that responsibility as the firstborn.
I am obviously the second-born.
Out of how many?
Out of three. There's not that many. There's just three of us.
Okay, there's three of you. And what's like the different genders? Boys, girls, or?
We're all boys.
Okay.
So I'm three. We're all boys. So my older brother is 30 now. My little brother's he's just turning 18 next month. Shout out to both of them. But for me, it's like my older brother, like, he had his struggles, he had his difficulties and everything. As a result of that, I kind of had to fill that role.
Had to step into that role.
Not only did I kind of have to like take his role as like the firstborn, but I also feel like I had to take the role as the man of the house.
Man of the house.
Very, very, maybe from like 14.
14 years old?
14, 15 years old. So there were a lot of things. Obviously at 14, 15, I can't provide or anything, but at that age, I felt like it was like, if I can't do anything, then let me at least not be a burden to my mum. Let me at least be the child that doesn't ask her for anything. Okay, it's like, I need this, I'll sort it out myself. I need that, I'll sort it. And I see that in myself, like till to date, up until literally as I'm speaking to you right now. I don't, like, all glory to God, I don't really have to ask my mum for anything. Like, if I need anything, it's like, I have, like, my first thought is, it's instinctive. How do I sort this for me? How do I get this?
So you just naturally take initiative. But then do you think other second-borns would be able to take that initiative if they didn't have to step into the role of being the firstborn?
Yeah, still.
You would still?
I actually think that they do. Like I said at the beginning, second-borns are so overlooked. Man. Like, middle children are so... At times, it's like, sometimes I see memes like on Twitter, on Instagram. It's like these little skits where the firstborn gets this, firstborn gets all this attention. The lastborn is the baby and everything, and no one gives a heck about the secondborn. But yeah, like I've kind of come to terms with that. It's normal for me now. So a lot of the things that kind of go on for me as a secondborn, it's like sometimes when I talk to other people about it, it's like, no, like, how are you gonna take? How are you gonna? But for me, it's like I've lived with it for, I'm 26 for 26 years. Like, so it's normal for me. Nothing is kind of out of the ordinary, which is not a good thing. That's a bad thing, because there's so many things that, like, I've just been conditioned to take and take and take and.
Do you think if you didn't have to step into the role of being the firstborn that you would be conditioned that way, or do you think, like your other secondborn peers, you'd just be like, I don't give a heck, I'm still gonna do it anyway, and I'm not gonna take that?
I feel like if I didn't have to be, if I wasn't conditioned to be the firstborn, I think things would be a lot different.
How different?
Oh, very different. Because a lot of the things that I feel like I kind of take today
is as a result of that position.
Yeah.
Give me an example of one thing that would be different.
Okay, so I won't say that I provide for my household, but I help.
You contribute.
I contribute significantly.
Okay.
I feel like if there was someone above me, like, just for context, like, my mum has been divorced twice. And then, like I mentioned, like, my brother had his own difficulties, like, growing up and everything. So for me, it was like, I was the first man, like, proper, like, I don't know if I should say stable man in the house that she could, like,
depend on,
probably lean on, depend on and everything. So,
that's really interesting, because I feel like that would probably be parable to my own experience. But obviously I'm a girl, first of all, and I'm actually the firstborn. So I come from a single parent household.
Girls get it hard as well.
We do get it hard.
Arguably,
yes.
Even worse.
Yes, we do get it hard. I mean, I've got 3 younger sisters.
Yeah.
And the one after me, who's the middle child, I would probably compare with your older brother and say that she was just like, you know what, I'm off and I'm doing my own thing. And then that's where the extra responsibility came from, because it's like, well, there's now one less of us in the house. But then it's like the younger ones, I now had to take responsibility for them. So it's like being present, being available, if that makes sense, and being that support system. So again, whilst it might not be the same thing, I feel like I can definitely relate in terms of the parallels. Which brings me on to like my next point. So I really want us to talk about, the emotional weight of being strong, especially from your position. And my next question is, at what point in your life did you realize that you were no longer the second born son, but you were the one that was holding it together?
That's a heavy question.
I know it's a heavy question. Let's get into it. There's a lot to unpack.
When did I realize that I was the one that was no longer the second born?
Yeah, because remember, you had to step into that role at 14, 15. So obviously you probably just did it subconsciously, but when did you actually gain that knowledge and say, hold on a minute?
When things probably like fully went like off the rails with my older brother.
How old were you?
Oh, how old am I now? 26? Probably like 16.
So 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably like 16.
So this is when you were doing your GCSEs.
I was doing my GCSE. I remember I got my GCSE results and some people were like, I heard through the grapevine, some people were like, how the hell did he like still get those results
despite everything that
was still going on?
Do you know what's so funny?
In the house.
That at 16 for me, that's when everything started going on with my sister as well. And it was during my GCSEs. And I just remember I was literally at a head loss. Like, I couldn't think straight. It was literally like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Like, life literally changed for us when I was 16. And it was difficult at the time. So the fact that it was at 16 as well, what were some of the unspoken expectations that were placed on you that others might not have noticed? And when I say others, I don't mean your immediate family, like your extended family, people that knew you, people that knew this position that you had to take on.
To be honest, despite everything I've said, I don't feel like there were any unspoken.
So you mean to say that those expectations were very direct and your mum was like, I'm going to need you to do this now?
No, like, you see me and my mum, like, like I said, despite everything that I've had, I'm not someone that's afraid of. I feel like I had to grow into a person that wasn't afraid to tell my mum no, if I felt like she was taking the piss. And I had to develop that layer to myself because I feel like by nature, I am a very selfless person.
I agree.
I am someone that will like go out of my way to do this for this person, go out of my way to do that for that person. But what you tend to find is that when people see that you are that person,
they try to take advantage.
Oh yeah.
How did you build yourself up to do that? Because I feel like that's something that I still struggle with even till today. Like sometimes I struggle to say no.
What to say no? How do I build myself to say no?
Yeah, or I still struggle to set those boundaries because even till now, and I feel like I am making a conscious effort to create those boundaries and actually to say no to things that I don't like, but it's still hard for me because I start to doubt myself and I start to question whether or not I'm being selfish. So how did you do that? How were you able to build yourself up to that place where you could actually just say no?
You know what it is in life. There are some times in which like you have to be selfish for yourself. Like, obviously that's.
But what got you to that point? That's what I want to know.
Like I said, I'm someone that is by nature very selfless. That if anybody asks me something, you can always say like a bit of a people pleaser. I always want to make sure people are okay. If someone asks me something, I want to make sure that I can sort this out for them and make sure that they're good, make sure that they're comfy. But then, and it's like I'm not doing it for anything. I'm not doing it for anybody to tell me.
You're not doing eye service. Like, it's just genuinely who you are.
Like, that's just how I am. But like, for me, people didn't really appreciate the things that I would, like the way that I would go out of my way for them. But instead it became a thing of like,
it was an
people
expectation.
started to expect certain things of me. And it's like, how you people can't now start expecting me to go above and beyond. And when I fail to go above and beyond, people start looking at me like, oh,
you're the bad guy.
He didn't do this.
So what was the straw that broke the camel's back when you were just like, you know what, I'm just gonna people are just not going to take advantage of me anymore? What was that catalyst that just made you say, I'm revoking your access to me?
Oh, there was one day, there was a massive like situation within the family like concerning me where, I don't know if we'll probably dive into it.
Yeah, we'll probably go into it. We'll probably go into it, yeah.
Massive situation, but long and short of it, man, you see me, I like nice things, as a lot of people do. So one thing I've always liked is I like nice cars. So I think there was one day, like, after that like massive situation that we'll dive into later, someone was talking to one of my uncles now, and this uncle was saying, "Oh, Tobi is so arrogant.
Hey.
Tobi is so this.
Hey.
He's so this. He's so that. Oh, he's so prideful. He's very arrogant." And I'm looking like,
where was that coming from?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Like, where is this coming from? Because as far as I'm concerned, like, this is someone that like I would always go out of I would inconvenience myself to make sure this person is comfortable, to make sure any of like my siblings, my uncles, my aunties, like my mum, my grandma, to make sure they're comfortable. So like for him to turn around and it's like, oh, he's very arrogant, he's this, he's that. And one thing he said, oh, is it because he's driving a Mercedes that he think, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Can we talk about why certain elders don't like younger people doing better than them? I mean,
I don't like speaking on the whole like racial thing and everything, but like I feel like it's a black thing. It's
crabs in a bucket mentality.
Crabs in a bucket. Poverty mentality.
Poverty mindset.
Yeah, it's like we never want the youngest to
overtake or to do better.
To do better than the people above them and everything. But like the way I kind of look at life is like if the people coming after us are not doing better than the people,
then you've done something wrong.
Then we failed. Not that we've done it, we've failed. Like if my child does not go and do
better than you, like
above beyond what I have done, then I have failed as a parent, because like I should be setting him up to bridge the gap of all the things that I didn't have. So why shouldn't he do better than I did? But like for a lot of people, man, it's why like a lot of Africans, a lot of black people, like we don't set the next generation up to do well. And there's some that obviously do that. There's a few anomalies, but I think overall, like when you look at them, it's like
it's a very small percentage of those that do.
When you look at us, let me not like
generalize,
set myself aside from them because I'm part of that community. But when you look at us, man, it's like we don't do that. It's like the children are supposed to be beneath us, and we are the elders. So and it's like if they start doing well, it's almost like they're getting out of line. They're arrogant. They're this. They're that. So we need to put them back in their man. But yeah, it's very like I say, it's very destructive. It's one of the reasons why
I agree.
Why we fail to build. Why our families fail to like go on to do what
another angle.
Yeah, go on to do what we should do.
Another
go on
angle.
To build so many, whether it's the real estate, whether it's a family business that we're gonna take over black people, man. It's hard because of that poverty mentality. But like, hey, by God's grace, hopefully that's something that we're able to overcome, like with years to come. So
how did you feel when you heard that comment about the Mercedes, that you're arrogant, that you feel like you've arrived because now you're driving a Mercedes? So what was this uncle driving? Because this Mercedes was really paining him.
It's not even
this Mercedes was paining him. What was he driving?
That's one of those questions that is setting me up. You're setting me up with that one.
Okay. But, tell me after now, because this Mercedes,
you know what it is? Well, it's not about what he was driving.
What was it? What do you think it was?
I'll answer the first part of your questions where you asked me like how did it make me feel? And to be quite honest with you, like I felt liberated.
Really?
Yeah, with that statement, because like where there was a lot of things going on in the background before, and I was feeling like, hold on, like, but these are my uncles, but these are my aunties, this is my grandma, why are they treating me like, why are they moving like this with me? But when I heard that, I was like, okay, that's envy. That's that one there.
Another angle.
I said that is because.
Did you feel validated when you heard that?
Yeah.
Was it like the missing part of the puzzle where you were just like?
Yep. Because before I was naive, man. I was thinking, how can my uncle envy me? How can this person? These people carried me when I was a baby. They did this. They used to pick me up from school. But when I heard that, I was like, okay. Now it all
It's
makes
making
sense.
sense.
It's like now that like I'm starting to see what the puzzle is. Like there was a missing piece, so I couldn't really see the picture. But now
It's making sense.
I know.
So
what it
after you
is.
heard that, were you like, you know what? I'm gonna flex. Even I'm gonna pepper you people.
What was
Tell
it
the
like?
truth, man. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Do you know what? Yeah. In life, like I always knew that like I was gonna do okay for myself.
I like that.
So
I like that.
and like all glory to God, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm doing all right now.
I like that.
But I don't think it like despite it liberating me, it was still hurtful.
Of course, it would be.
And it took me like a few years after
Did this happen in 2021?
2022.
20. Oh, okay.
2022,
Okay,
pouring in,
okay.
spilling into 2023, like the early stage of 2023 a little bit.
My God.
Yeah. It's like, though I noticed, but like I quickly knew what it was, or acknowledged what it was, it still took me some time to be like, like, how do I actually, like, because I was, like, you see me and my family, like, we were like,
Yeah.
like this. So it's almost like losing a best friend, or it's like all of a sudden a best friend turns against you, or
that breakup is very painful.
Or a breakup, and it's like, though you know what it was, though you know that it may not have been a you problem, it might have been something within themselves, it's like you still sit down and you take time to kind of like mourn the relationship that has been lost. It's like, oh wow, like this was someone, these are people that were with me like for like the entirety of my life.
I get it.
23, 24 years at the time. And all of a sudden it's like gone like that. But yeah, man, it was painful, but like it is what it is.
Which I guess this brings me on to like the next point that I wanted to talk about, which is identity and injustice. But obviously, I know we're kind of talking around it right now. But do you want to touch on the flat story? Obviously, we don't have to go into like proper details, but we'll leave out some details, some identifiable details.
We don't have to leave out details.
But do you want to touch on it? Because obviously we've spoken about like envy in families, etc. But do you want to talk about how it made you see family differently, or how it changed the way that you saw family?
Yeah, I'm happy to touch on it. To be honest, like
Go on, tell me about that hurt that you experienced from your perspective. Bearing in mind, I want you to tell this story, but I also want to give some background that you're the second son who stepped up to basically take on responsibilities. And even though you took on those responsibilities, you were very accommodating to everybody around you. So let's take it from there.
You know what it is with that story? There's even more backstory to it, which I can explain like very, very briefly. But just to touch on the pain and everything, it's like, okay, for the purposes of like everyone viewing this, essentially what happened was my grandmother was living in a flat now, and she was getting to the age, obviously she'd retired, was in her 70s now, and was going to move to Lagos, but she said like she has a flat in London. She's a bit unsure of what to do with it, and she was renting it. I think it was a council property, so she had the option to buy it as well. So she was like, okay, she doesn't want to like just let it go back to the council. What's she going to do with it? And she asked all her children, do they want to take it? Does anyone want to go and stay in the flat, or want to go and like maybe buy the flat or whatever? Everybody declined. Then it now fell, okay, how about any of the grandkids? Obviously, I was the only one in the position to buy it. Okay, does Toby want to take the flat? So initially, I was like, no, like, why do I want to go and take that flat? Like, I'm saving for my deposit. I'm gonna go buy my own property when I'm ready. And then I had people convince me at the time, funny enough, like my mum even convinced me, like, yeah, like it's an opportunity. You can do this with the flat, you can do that with the flat instead of going to buy or save and save and save.
Kind of like passing it down, like quote unquote generational wealth.
Exactly. So you can do this, then you can go and buy it and whatnot. And you can do anyway. So
they really gingered you.
yeah. So I sat down.
You.
Yeah, man. I sat down for a sec. I was like 20. This was 2021, so I was 22 at the time. So I sat down. I'm like, So I started to buy into the vision a little bit, and then I was like, okay, whatever. Let me go and take this. Let me go and take it on and see what I can do with it. So to cut a long story short, like I've moved in, like I've taken, like my grandma's moved to Lagos eventually. I've taken on the flat now. Taken on all the bills like in the interim, but the flat, like I didn't think it was livable. I didn't think it was inhabitable for me personally, like the way I like to live.
Especially the fact that you like finding things.
I like nice.
You like the finding things in life.
Exactly, you get me. So I like the nice things in life. So I looked at the flat and I was like, nah, I can't live here. I didn't like the flat. I wasn't happy with it. So I've now started tearing the flat apart. And
you gutted it out to renovate from the ground up.
Yeah, from the ground up. I started tearing the flat out. Tore the whole place out, tore the bathroom out, tore the kitchen out, tore the toilet out. Was in the process of tearing like all the bedrooms out, and I made everything brand new. But obviously, rookie mistake. But I don't know if it was a rookie mistake or what. The flat was still in my grandma's name.
That was a rookie mistake.
And you think so?
That was no. Do you know why I say it was a rookie mistake? Because she had already offered for her children to buy it, so she had already gone to everybody and said, "Okay, I don't want to live here anymore. Do you guys want to take it on, etc." So if you're going to now be in ownership of something, I personally believe that it's only right to transfer that ownership, because really and truly, if it's not in your name, if it's not an official document to say that you now own something, it still belongs to the person that gave it to you.
But the reason that I agree it is a rookie mistake, but something I'll say to the contrary to that is, like, would anybody expect their grandmother to, you got what I mean? Like,
to do, you have to explain the story. You have to explain the story.
So long and short of it is, I did all of this. I tore the kitchen out, went to B&Q, bought a brand new kitchen, bought a brand new bathroom, a brand new toilet, a brand new hallway. Was in the process of doing the bedrooms and everything.
So you were doing all of this at 22?
Yeah, I actually was. I actually was. It wasn't me, man. It was God. But yeah, all of that. And I'd spent about 16, so yeah, 15, between 15 and 16 grand that I'd spent so far. So my grandma had moved to Nigeria. But I'd obviously, like, I'd be giving her updates on
what was going on,
what was going on, how the flat looks and whatnot, send pictures here and there. And obviously one day she came back to the UK. Because obviously the plan was that if she wanted to come back to the UK, she can come for holiday, spend like a month or two, whatever, then go back to Nigeria.
As they do when they retire.
So she came back to the UK this time. And she saw what I was doing with the flat. So one day she came into the flat, she said, ew, this one is, you understand? Like, she was bigging me up and everything. And I was just feeling gingered.
You're feeling gaslight. You were like, yeah? Like, at 22, yeah?
I'm like, yeah, this is me. So, but little did I know, I didn't know what her motive was.
My God.
So she's looking, like, she's walked into the flat, she's seen brand new kitchen, brand new bathroom, brand new toilet, brand new hallway, brand new this, brand new that. And I'm just like, yeah, like this is me. And then long and short of it, like, I think like maybe 3 to 4 weeks passed and she was like, yeah, she's gonna be moving into the flat. She's gonna be moving back into the flat. So yeah. So I was like, okay, but I've put 15 to 16K into this flat. So
like, where's this change coming from? Where's the switch up coming from?
First and foremost, you moved away, bro. Like, you moved over, like, back to them sides. Now, all of a sudden, you're moving back. Not only are you moving back, but you're coming to now take the flat that I've put. It's just like, yeah, if I want to go and find somewhere to stay, she'll pay my first few months of rent. I said, no. I said, no. I said, no, this isn't happening right now. So Yeah.
So not even, I'll pay 16k worth of rent for you, but I'll only pay the first few months.
But she didn't have the bread to pay 16k, and she didn't have the bread to even pay
The first
few months of rent. So she's essentially like, in PG terms, she's BSing me. She's telling me she's gonna do something that I know she can't do. You get it?
Why do they do that? Why not just be honest about your intentions?
Because how are you gonna do that though? Think about it. Oh yeah, Toby, I'm coming to take this flat back. I know you've invested 15 to 16 grand in it, yeah, but it's like my name is still on the property, so I'm gonna take it off of you. So whatever you wanna do from here on out, like that's you. But I'm taking. She's not gonna do that because I'm gonna look at her like, you get it? But one thing I've learned, man, it's like the amount of lies she told, and this was when like I truly like started to resent Nigerian culture and everything.
My God, talk about it.
Man, she lied. She told me, they're saying that she has to move back into the property. This person went to the council and said that she's not there. So I've now gone and done my digging.
Your diggings. How you went to do your findings.
She lied about everything. Everything she said. So I'm looking to people. Like I'm looking to the family, like to back
to
me.
step
I'm
up.
Like I just caught this woman. Everyone kept him.
Nobody said anything. Everyone basically said.
So when I started bugging out at her, like, you're trying to rob me, basically. Like, this is what you're trying to do.
No, because they're going to say, how can you tell your grandma that she's trying
You can't talk to your grandmother like, you can't talk to your grandmother like that. This one, that one. How dare, who does Toby think he is?
This is when the Mercedes comment.
Who does Toby? Toby is very arrogant. Toby is this, Toby is that. I'm like... So I'm looking at my mom, I'm like, Mom, like, these people...
Are you hearing this?
I'm like, Mom, they stole... She stole how much money? And the only thing they've got to say is, yeah, but he talked to his grandma sideways. You know what I mean?
Okay, my question to you is, I know that you were justified to feel angry and you had every right to feel angry, but do you wish that you would have handled that situation differently? Or are you standing firm, like, in how you handle that situation? Because what their main concern is the fact that you were talking to her rudely.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the problem with African culture, and I don't want to dive like too deep into like the landscape of Nigeria right now, but it's like that's why a lot of things are the way that they are. Because
of that respectability politics.
We have to respect the people that
you can't really call out people that are doing wrong.
You can't call out the people that are doing nonsense in PG terms. You can't call out the people that are doing rubbish. So it's like, if you do, it's like, how dare you? How dare you say
think
this
you
to
are?
This person? But with me, I was like, I just put how much money, like how much into this, and she's trying to, and you people are saying, yeah, but he didn't talk to her right. So in hindsight, looking back on it now,
what do you wish you did differently? What do you wish you did differently?
What do I wish I did differently?
Yes.
Nothing.
How would you have approached the situation? Like, would you have been more calmer? Would you have been more understanding? Would you not have been rude? Or are you standing on business and saying, I did what I did?
I'm kind of stuck between the two though, because a part of me, I feel like it's like the mature thing to have done would have been to handle it in a calm, in a calm way and everything. But I feel like that kind of gives into the way that they want us to.
They're trying to condition us.
Yeah, they're trying to condition us to
I agree.
To not be able to stand up for ourselves.
I agree.
To be able to like see an injustice, but still like, even though
because
like,
it's the elders,
even though like it's the gravest injustice, we still have to go before them. And mommy, and it's like, how, like, you can't steal, and plain and simple, that's what it was. You can't steal from me and then now expect me to come before you and say, grandma, mommy, Lemma. You get it? It's like, no. So like, truth be told, like, you know me, I don't feel the need to lie. But I bugged out at her. It's like I told her, like, you know,
So to be turned into an Agbero.
I turned into proper street boy. Like,
No,
I
stop.
I was like, see you, yeah. I looked at her one day. I was sitting down. I was looking at her. I was like, yeah, like look at this camera. I was like, yeah, it's me and you today. I was like, it's me and you. I was like, No. I grew up in the UK, man. I grew up in London.
Why are you talking to your grandma like she's mandem? How can you say, you see me and you, yeah? Why are you talking as if to say you've caught her on your ends? Like, you ain't from here.
Man. But think about it. It's like, everything, like, all that I had was going into making this place.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
It's like, imagine someone now, like, you go and look at someone that is saving that has maybe 20K or 25K saved up. And with this 25K, they're saying, yeah, I'm going to go and buy my house. And someone just comes and says, yeah, that 25K that you got there, yeah.
Give it to me.
I'm going to hold that still. And there's nothing you can do about it. How are you are you supposed to say, mommy? No,
do you know what it is?
That person is going to lose it.
I get it. No, do you know what it is? I get it. But like you said, the way that we've been conditioned, especially as Nigerians, but then obviously we've still got that British culture. But really and truly for a lot of us, even though we're Black British, we're Nigerian before that. Like our parents left Nigeria, Nigeria didn't leave them. Do you get? But then my thing is, I really just need to paint this picture, right? Because I'm a bit of a visual person and I've got a bit of a wild imagination, right? Right, okay, cool. So you're a Nigerian lad. You grew up in a Yoruba home where being Yoruba is all about respectability politics. This situation has now happened, yeah? And usually they would like just console the person and say, oh, don't worry, we'll get it back, even though they have no intentions. But you actually thought about it. And you're like, nah. And you sat there and you looked at her and you said, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I said, it's me and you. I said, it's
like you didn't even go there and do gra. Like, you were actually calm. You were like, no, because I'm actually just trying to picture it. For somebody to be at that stage, that means that, be careful.
Exactly.
Like, it has gone past.
And what did you say about me when you introduced me? You said I'm one of the calmest people.
Yeah, no, you are actually one of the calmest people. So, like, I feel like you're very chill to the point where it's just like, it's a vibe type of thing.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying, like, I'm trying to paint that visual picture, like, even for the calmest person, for them to actually say, you know what? I'm going to get you. And you know when they say it so calmly, they really mean it?
Yeah.
Like, they actually really mean it?
Yeah, I meant that with everything.
So,
everything
at one point, did the anger just leave you and you were just like, I'm not going to be angry anymore. I'm just going to tell you what it is from now on?
What, in terms of my grandma or in general? Like,
okay, let's talk about in terms of your grandma and then let's talk about in general.
In terms of my grandma, I feel like it's like as I was sat down there and that she was just telling me a lot of things that were not the truth and whatnot, and she was trying to push it onto this person and push it onto that person.
Okay, so there was lack of accountability.
Yeah, no, not even a lack of accountability. I feel like they got to a point where it was like, it's like, I can see you lying to my face right now.
Yikes.
It's like, I'm looking at you and I know that you're lying. You know that you're lying. So for me, it's like, at that point, it's like, I don't know if I should say all respect kind of went out the window.
No, but it's true though. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Let's actually call a spade because I remember practically disowning, I would say, my grandmother as well. And for me, it got to that point where it was just like, as an elder, how are we supposed to follow and respect if you're doing the wrong things and you expect everybody to turn a blind eye to it because of your quote unquote position? And I just remember that day I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to have any contacts anymore. And really and truly, I went no contact, cut off every contact. Every time like there was an attempt to kind of reconcile, I wasn't holding any hatred. I just want to be clear on that. I genuinely wasn't holding any hatred. I just felt like there's no going back for you. There's no coming back from this. So why am I entertaining? I feel like that's probably the first time that I stood on business. But
How did you feel when you did that?
how did I feel? I felt happy. Like, I actually felt happy because it was just like, this is one less problematic person.
Okay.
And I feel like it just opened my eyes up even more to see like how manipulative, the kind of things that were going on, the puppeteering that was going on as well. I actually felt liberated. I was just like, you know what? I'm happy I walked away from this.
Yeah.
So now my question is, at what point did you realize I'm actually just being controlled here?
You know what's so crazy?
Go on.
Very, very recently,
How recent?
I spoke to my brother like earlier, and I was like, yeah, he was kind of like had his own problems and everything. My brother hated me growing up. My brother hated me growing up. He hated me.
Is it because he saw you as the golden child, or they probably compared the two of you, especially when he was just doing his own thing?
Both. They saw me. They painted me as the golden child, but they painted me as the golden child because I was the one that just listened to everything they said and did as they said, and like, you get it. So, okay, the one that is doing everything that we say and the one that listens, the one that is obedient, is the one that is the golden child. So now go to the first one. Oh, look at Tobi. Tobi is doing this. Tobi is doing that. Blah, 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 blah. Tobi is... So he now starts to build like
That
some
kind
sort
of
of
resentment.
resentment within himself towards me. And it's like sometimes like he would like face off with my mum, and he would tell her, or he would say certain things, things that sound like so wicked, that sound so harsh, and this and that. And it's like, I'll be there like in the background thinking, no.
Why would you do that?
He can't do that. He can't say that to mum and everything. But then it's like, when I started getting my own,
you were like, you know what he was doing, it was making sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've realized, Jay? When we speak about the black sheep of the family, truth be told, they were right the entire time.
They were.
But then what it is and where their downfall usually is that the way that they go about
their delivery is always wrong.
The delivery is always wrong. So sometimes, and you know what? I think this might go back to, like the situation with your grandma. So the family knew that what she did was wrong.
Yeah.
Was it because of your delivery that they're now like, actually, even though he's right, the way that he's gone on about it is wrong? Could we say that those two things are the same?
I feel like it's deeper than that, though.
Okay.
It's probably like too deep for me to even. We probably don't have the time to even
to get into it.
To go into it, because then you look at like my uncles and aunties, like my grandma's children, seeking like approval from their mother and everything. And
so this was their chance to show that they were in allegiance with her.
So where she knows, deep down in her heart,
she knows
she's wrong.
Yeah.
They all know she's wrong.
But they can't call her out.
But for them to maybe finally get that seal of approval from their mum, this is their opportunity to stand behind her and back her, even though she's wrong. They're going to stand behind their mother. So maybe their mum will now find, but
my child, with whom I am well pleased.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. When I really sat down and thought about everything that was going on, when I was getting my own, I was like, maybe.
So when you say you were getting your own, like, specify that for us.
It's like I wouldn't say that I started to rebel, like, but I just got to a point where it's like my mom couldn't have her way with me. It's not like, oh,
you were just doing your own thing. You were living life for you.
Living my own life, man. It's like,
what did living your life look like?
And living my life was just doing things when
you wanted to do it.
I wanted to do it, as I wanted to do it, when I wanted to do it.
Wow. And
then, like, it kind of feels like maybe the things that I was doing before kind of fell on my little brother, the young one, the 17-year-old. So by default, the golden child title is kind of stripped away from me and given to him. And then one day, like, I was talking to my mum, and funny enough, Nancy was there that day, and she was like, oh, she's like, my little brother has done more for her than I have. And And I was like, oh,
Is it?
really? This little boy, I love my little brother. I love my little brother and everything. And at that point, it made me think, because that sort of statement, it was like, if I didn't have the experience that I have in life so far, that easily could have made me think, who is this little boy?
Kind of feel that resentment that your older
what
brother.
does this little boy have
Yeah.
that I ain't got? What does he do that I don't do? I don't like it. So within myself, I could have started to resent him. I could have started to feel ill towards him. But it's like, I paused for a second and I'm like, nah. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that, because this is the same thing that she did between me
and your older brother.
my older brother, and my older brother started.
So it's like history was repeating itself.
History, yeah, exactly. History started to repeat itself. So fortunately for me, I had that example to go by, and I could pick the things that he did wrong and try and write them in my own story.
Yeah.
So I looked at my little brother, I'm like, I'll never hate this young man. I'll never feel a type of way like that towards this young man. But instead, I'm gonna look at who the real
culprit is.
troublemaker is.
Yeah.
And face her. So one day, like, we didn't, after that, like, we didn't talk for a good few months. Like, which is crazy. Like, we were living in the same house, but we just didn't, like, we walked past each other and whatnot. But it hurt me. Like,
do you know what it is? I feel like I can definitely relate, but obviously mine was a month. Yeah, mine was probably like 2 weeks.
Like a few weeks.
So yeah, it was like 2 weeks. How are you feeling? Because I know we dived deep, but
I still feel good. I thought at this point I'd be feeling triggered, but I'm not.
You're not feeling triggered.
I don't even feel triggered.
Maybe I need to trigger you small.
Really?
Maybe I need to trigger you small. No, but you know what you're doing. You're doing really well. Like, in terms of how you're feeling, do you feel vindicated? Do you feel like you're healing? Do you feel like you're thinking about things and you're reassessing situations?
I'm feeling okay, and I feel like over time, when life has hit you with certain things,
My God,
you become a little bit.
Another angle.
Yeah, you become a little bit insensitive,
Like desensitized
to a lot of things, and it kind of, it's a good and a bad thing, because like, now no one can do anything to me that I'll be like, oh, this person did this, like, how? It's like, if anybody goes and does, think of the craziest thing that anyone can do to anybody. If anyone goes and does it to me.
I guess this brings me on to my next point, about inner conflicts, the pain, pressure, and power. So, like, just from your story and everything that you've explained, it feels like you're just tired, but you're still being the strong one and you're still showing up. What's the biggest thing that you've lost while trying to be there for someone?
For a moment, I lost myself.
Talk to me about that.
I promise you, for like 2 years straight, like, I just walked around with anger inside me. If like certain people, if I came across them like within that 2 year span, it wouldn't have ended well for either me or
for them.
Yeah.
Is that how angry you were feeling?
Oh yeah. Like, I was just very, very angry. So I think I probably lost my peace in that sense. So to answer your question, it was probably my peace, because I wasn't at peace. And for me, like, just even going back to that story that regarding the money, like, and everything, like, it's like, I look at it now and it's whatever. Like,
it's water under the bridge, but at the time it was something that was very painful.
The point I'm trying to make is that it wasn't the money. Like, money goes.
It comes and goes, but it was the betrayal from specific people.
It was like, if these people, and it was like, life will teach you certain lessons, man. Like, and this is a lesson that, like, when I come into contact with people, I start like come to talk to people. It's like, I teach them. It's like, you think this person is your so and so. You think this, and it's like, some people receive it differently. But it's like, I just have to be. I feel like that's the message that I have to give to other people, because otherwise, if I don't deliver that message to people, life is gonna drop it on their head like a ton of bricks.
So what has the healing process been like for you?
It was a long journey, man, because...
What did you do to get there?
I sat down in pain for a very long time. I was frustrated. I would think about where I could be if certain things hadn't happened. But then it's like, at a point, you need to pick yourself up and like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. And it's like if you dwell too much on things that have happened to you, if you kind of develop a victim's mentality, which I think you touched on that a bit earlier on, it's like you will never get to where exactly it is that maybe God is trying to take you to. One day someone told me, I think it was one of my uncles, like one of my like distant uncles, and he heard about it, and he was like,
So the whole family heard about this situation?
God, everybody heard about it. Like this probably should have been on Channel 5 News or something. Like, it was a big show. But it was like, one day I was talking to him, like he was in my house and everything, he was like, yeah, but you know, like when things like this happen to people, you know, it just means that they're going to be stupid rich. Like, it just means that they're going to make a lot of money.
Which comes to my next question. This is a genuine question. I know that I've asked you this before, but I really want you to think about it and answer me properly. Do you know the kind of grace that you carry?
No, I don't. I tried to understand it. I think we spoke about this the other day.
Yes.
I tried to understand it, but I don't, unfortunately.
So you don't see yourself the way that other people see you?
No.
Why is that?
Because it's like I just go about my day. I wake up, I start my routine, I work, I do this, I do that.
So you don't find it weird that, one, people depend on you, right? Somebody that's significantly younger than them, right? Two, you are able to do things with so much ease that other people with more experience than you probably wouldn't be able to do so. And you don't see that you're able to achieve things in less time than people that have put in the work, and you still don't see the kind of grace that you carry.
I just think it's nature. By that way, as human beings, once we see something or we experience something as regularly as maybe I've been experiencing, that grace that we're talking about, you kind of start to lose sight of what it is that you have, or you kind of start to take it for granted. But man, that grace is like, I know it's there, man. And one thing like people need to realize is that grace that you carry, just speaking to anybody that may be watching this, man, it's like that grace that you carry, you may not be able to see it, but trust me,
Other people see it.
People around you see it.
They see it.
They see that.
And do you know what I've noticed with people like that? What I've noticed with people like that is that the people around them that can see it, they work so hard to ensure that they are sucking them dry. They are taking all the good parts, but that person never sees all the good parts. So by the time that, someone doesn't catch on to it really quickly, by the time that there's nothing left, the person will just discard them and say, yeah, and?
Yeah.
You don't have anything for me, and?
Exactly.
I want to know from your perspective. So there's somebody that's going to be listening to this that can probably resonate with everything that you said. What advice would you give to them, if they're feeling unsupported, overwhelmed, unappreciated, used? Like, what would you say to them?
You got to put yourself first. That sounds so selfish, man. But you know what it is? It's the reality of life. Like, and in this life, man, there's so many people. If you're doing okay for yourself, even if you're not really doing okay for yourself, so many people are gonna try and suck you dry. Not even just financially, like it could be morally, it could be emotionally, it could be in terms of labor. It's like I feel like a lot of human beings by nature are takers, and very few are actually givers. So you need to protect your own space, protect your own headspace, and be able to like build that strength or confidence to be able to tell people no, or to be able to know when enough is enough, and say like, okay, now it's time to put me first, or now it's time to put yourself first. So I think that's the most important thing. And it doesn't mean become the most selfish person in the world, or the person that doesn't care about the next man, or doesn't care about his parents or whatnot. But man, it's like, as much as we love our parents, even like us as, and I don't want to say it's with all of our parents and whatnot, but it's like, from my perspective, it's like, if we do give our parents the opportunity to suck us dry, they will, trust me, they'll take it. They will, a lot of them. That
might be a controversial take.
No, it is like it's the reality, because like I've heard loads of stories about some people's parents who go like without their knowledge, go and take like loans out
Oh
in their
yeah,
names, go
yeah,
and take credit
yeah.
cards out in their names, go and take this out. And the poor children don't know. So it's like, yeah, like put you first is what I would say all in all, man.
So I want us to talk legacy and labor because you just touched on, you know, parents not leaving things for their kids, or you know they're not really in that mindset, or they're opening up stuff in their kids' names, etc. What's the one thing that you are currently doing to set up your next generation? This could be emotionally, financially, like something that you've seen that actually I wish this had been done for me. So I'm gonna do it for the ones that are coming after me.
First and foremost, I went to therapy, and I even need to go back to therapy.
That is an extremely bold
yeah,
step.
our parents don't know. Like a lot of our parents are first generation immigrants, so they've come to the UK. They don't know what the hell. Oh, you talk to them about therapy. Why do I need to go and sit down and talk to someone about my problem? What is this person going to do for? You get it? But we like, it's only grace. Like we have like a deeper insight into like the benefits of therapy and how it will not only help me, but it will help the people coming after me. So it's like, for me, I need to fix myself for the kids that I'm gonna have, because if I don't, then my children are just like, I'm gonna pass that same thing subconsciously onto my kids. So that is one thing. Second thing, I'm making sure that I'm okay, not just emotionally, but financially, whatever so like I don't need to, like in my later years, like lean on those guys, lean on my children, and so little things like that. One day I think I just sat down and I was like, you know what, let me take a life insurance policy out. So it's like, who knows, God forbid I pass away and I don't have anything to give to the ones that I'm leaving behind. So yeah.
Do you think that's a conversation that we need to have within the Black community
100%.
about life insurance?
100%.
You are the most important person to you. So what legacy are you working and striving to leave for yourself?
I want to be someone that did things the right way. I just want the people that I leave behind, like my younger siblings and my children and everything, to be able to look at me and say like, yeah, this guy was. It's like I want to be a benchmark for them to aim for. It's like I want to have done so well with myself, with my family. Like,
so it's not just about the material achievements. You want there to be some type of character, some type of moral compass that they're able to look at.
I think that's the most important thing, to be quite honest with you.
You would place that above money. You would place that above leaving monetary legacy.
Money's important.
I mean, yes, we know that money's important.
I'm not going to lie to you and say that I'm not going to be one of those people that tells you that money doesn't mean anything. Money is important. It's good because at the end of the day, we can't leave the character, or character is good and everything, but ultimately it's money that feeds us. Money is important, but I think the character is what we can be truly like proud of. It's like it's like for someone to look at me and say, this guy, he was actually like, there were some good guys, but he was actually a good guy. Man, I think that's
what you're striving for.
That is powerful, and that actually opens probably more doors than money can for the people coming after you. So
that's actually fantastic. So just to wrap up, you know, we've spoken about a lot. We've gone deep, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be listening to this.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you want them to take away from your story, from everything you've expressed, and from everything you've explained?
I would say...
Give me your top three.
My top three?
Yeah.
Similar to what I said earlier, I would say to put yourself first, ultimately. And when I say that, I don't want it to be misconstrued as...
being selfish.
Being selfish, where like nobody else matters or whatnot. Because like the people around you do matter, but ultimately, like, my belief is that if I'm not okay, I can't look after the people around me. So you need to like prioritize yourself. Second thing I would say is to find out who you are and to not deviate from who that person is. And life is a very short but also long journey. So take the time to explore, like in your younger years. But don't be 40 and be acting a fool, man. Don't be 70.
Don't be 40 and you're looking back on your life with so much regret and saying, "Oh, I wish I had done this. I wish I had taken this leap of faith."
Yeah, don't be 70 and be stealing houses from your grandchildren, man. It's not nice. You understand? Sorry, I had to be a little bit messy there, but there you go.
We love a good messy boots.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But Tobi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
That was a fantastic conversation. I definitely learned a lot. I've taken a lot away, and I hope our viewers have too. Is there anything that you want to say to wrap up this episode of Legacy and Labour?
It's been a pleasure being on the pod. Maybe one day I'll be back to go
to give an update,
to go into a little bit more and to give an update. But guys, tune into Legacy and Labour. We're gonna have Agnes is gonna have some juicy episodes for you, and yes, and it's a pleasure being on, and I hope you guys watch this one, and I'll be watching all the future episodes.
Amen. I had to say amen to that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today. I am your host, Agnes Yoande, and I hope you enjoyed that episode of Legacy and Labour. Mwah.